Okay. So guys, what is a flow in Salesforce? You guys can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Lightning Flow is one of the automation tools in Salesforce, which is like an advanced, very advanced than the process builder. Okay. So flow, it is also called as lightning flow or simply flow or visual visual workflow. Okay, you can any interviews you may get the question like what is a workflow or what is sorry, what is a flow, or what is a lightning flow, or what is a visual workflow, like that they may ask. But you can simply answer that flow is one of the automation tools in Salesforce using which you can perform certain actions like certain actions when a record is created, updated, or deleted. So the additional thing that we are doing here is when a record is deleted also we are performing some actions. This deletion option is not present in the process builder, right? What we have seen in the process builder, update record, insert records, right?
Yes.
So, but deletion was not there in process builder. So this additional thing we can do. Along with that, what is the thing? See, basically, see, we have already discussed, right? In Salesforce, most of the things we
Have you
will be
shared your
doing.
screen?
Yeah, you're not able to
Yes,
see.
it is visible.
No, I'm not able to see.
Swaz, can you able to see?
Yeah, I can able to see.
Wait, I will rejoin.
Okay. Okay. Can you
Yeah,
see now?
no. Yeah, now it's
Okay. See, flow we have already discussed. What is the flow? A step-by-step process to perform some action is called a flow, right? Process builder is also one of the flow where we have created a step-by-step action, right? What is the starting point? What type of criteria it should go undergo, and why, if that criteria is met, what will be the action that system is going to perform. If the criteria is not met, what is the action that is going to take? These kind of things we have learned. Same way in flow also we can achieve the same thing and even more than the process builder in the Salesforce. So basically what we have already discussed, right? So in Salesforce projects we maximum avoid coding. Okay, in Salesforce almost 90-95% will be done using the configuration or this automations only. Okay, we don't have to create any special coding, right? We don't have to do any coding. Only in any complex scenarios, if it is really not possible, then only they will go for the coding. Even then also there are in real time, I have seen couple of cases in my career in one of my projects. you know where our developers were unable to achieve a specific functionality in that code. In that case, you know, they have our teammates or the lead project managers contacted Salesforce support to fix our solution, but they they couldn't fix it. Okay, because they didn't have the option at that time. But After some research and background, Salesforce has looked into this. They felt this really important, and they have implemented that feature in their next release. Okay, like that, there will be some instances where even with coding also some feature implementation is not possible because that Salesforce is not supporting. In that cases, people will generally tend to raise the request, support request. Okay, if possible, they'll fix it, they'll enable that. Otherwise, they will be implementing in the future releases. Okay, so by flows, we can achieve maximum functionality or automations in the Salesforce. That is what I'm trying to say. So before that, we'll learn about some interview questions. This is frequently asked interview questions, even if you are a tester, developer, or admin. This is the difference. What is the difference between process builder and lightning flow? Okay. So what is the difference between process builder and lightning flow? We already know the process builder, how it is working and all. So what is the differences we will see. We use process builder to send the email, create a record and modify a record, etc. But in the lightning flows, we use this for advanced processing of data. Okay. What are the advanced options? We will see. When we don't want to take any input from the customer, we use process builder. When we do want to take input from the customer, then we go for the lightning flow. So what does this mean? This point.
Since we are selecting the object, the process builder itself, particular object that to be process builder to be
Flow
worked on.
also we have to select. See, in the front end, right? See, process builder action will take place. Okay, once record is created or updated by user. Okay, this is what we have seen, right? So we are entering some information. When the criteria is met, then some message or some action is happened, right? You have seen the examples, no? Like if we enter the student marks as 70%, then SMS to parents, a message is displayed. What kind of action it is? First, the user is entering the data and saving, then the action is taking place. Okay, it's not dynamic, but in lightning flows, as soon as user enter information lively, live information, system will trigger the action. Okay, whether that is correct or not. Okay, whatever conditions or actions we place, that actions will be enabled lively. That means like a interactive session. Okay, now uh, if you have gone through any Facebook ads or Instagram ads, have you opened any ads that are populated in the Instagram or Facebook ever, you guys?
Yeah.
So let's say we have clicked on some what is that? Some real estate, okay, real estate company ad. I clicked on it in Instagram. When I click on it, it is taking me to which page? Their company portal, right? Company portal or a landing page, right? And what it is asking there? It is asking me to enter my details,
Yes.
right? What I am doing, I am entering my details. So after entering details, they should give me some confirmation, right? Okay, boss, we have taken your information. We will contact you soon, like that, right?
Yes.
Thank you. We will contact you shortly. Like this, some message will come. So this is all is like a live working, right? I am entering the data. Accordingly, it is going to the next page. Or when I click on the submit, it is showing this message, interactive, lively, right? So this kind of actions we can achieve using the lightning flow. Got it? So this process builder generally not suitable for looping, processing multiple records one by one, but lightning flows, we can process bunch of records by looping. We cannot delete any record in process builder, but we can delete any record in lightning flow. It is not useful for searching other object records. So this was not possible. Other object. We have seen the limitations as well, right? We can work on only one object on process builder, right? But in the lightning flow, we can search other object record as well.
Okay.
We cannot pause the process builder once it is started. We can pause the action in middle if required. Okay. Okay. Now we have talked enough about workflows. Let's see how it looks. Okay. I am into the setup. Now I'm searching flows. Okay. Here under process automation, we have flows. Let's click on it. There are some already existing flows are already present. Okay. Okay, let's give me 1 second. Yeah, guys, see, we have to search for the flows under process automation. We have to select the flows. When you click on this, we will see the list of available flows here, just like the process builder. Okay. Now, if you want to create a new flow, what we have to do? We have to click on the new flow. Okay.
Okay.
Now I am getting different options. What kind of action you want to learn? Screen flow, record trigger flow, schedule trigger flow, platform event, auto launch, no trigger. These different options we have. So record level trigger, record trigger flow means when a record is created, updated, or deleted, then a flow will run automatically. 1 second here. Kids are disturbing. Sorry guys. Yeah.
Okay.
So where we are? Okay, we are in the flows, right? Okay. Screen flow. See, just now we have seen one example, right? Like live entering the data and then sending some actions to the user. If you want to do such activity, then we can see with the screen flow. Record trigger flow, just that it will be enabled. The flow will be called when a record is created, updated, or like that. Schedule, you know how that schedule will work. We need to set a specific time and to enable to trigger this flow. Platform event, again, this is something different or advanced level. We don't have to worry about it. Auto launched when evoke Apex process REST API. Okay. So this is from the integrations when we want to use the flow, when we want to call the flow from an integrations, then this auto launched flow will be selected. Okay. Now we will discuss about one real-time requirement. Okay. Now let's say we have created our object, right? What object we have created? Samsung mobiles, right? That is an object, but what is the org or app? What is our client app? Samsung mobiles only, right?
Samsung mobile only.
Samsung mobiles. Okay, now Samsung mobiles, what they want to do is they want to uh, enhance their business. Okay, they want to enhance their business and they want to uh, they want to capture their vendor information. See why normally Samsung mobile need vendor. So if you look at any mobiles or any manufacturing things, right, any car or any bike, right, all spare parts are not being developed or manufactured by this Samsung mobiles. They will take some RAM from another company. They will take OS from another company. They will take some what is it? So they may take that screen from another company, right? Or camera. They will use Sony lens like that, right? So different companies they will be tying up with them so that they can complete their mobile process, right? Now this is the scenario. Now they want to the client wants to capture their vendor information, but they want to put some conditions on it. If they want to be registered as a vendor to Samsung mobiles, they need to meet they need to meet specific criteria. Okay, you getting what we are discussing? Stop me if you are unable to understand.
Sure.
Sure.
You understood, right, what I am trying to tell you?
Yes.
Yes, till Samsung mobiles we got it. After that they want to enhance their business.
They want to they want to expand their business. They want to call for their vendor. They want more vendors. So they want to capture their vendor information across the different locations or different countries. Okay, so they simply kept some criteria. If you want to be a Samsung mobile vendor, if you want to be a registered Samsung mobile vendor, you need to meet some criteria set by the Samsung mobiles. So what is that criteria? What is the requirement? Let's look into it. Okay. Is planning for expansion business is vendor information in Salesforce. Employees capture vendor details across different locations. Automation will decide whether vendor is eligible or not for registration. If vendor is matching the automation criteria, then add the vendor to registration object. If not meet the criteria, then display a proper message saying that you are not authorized or you are not eligible for registration to Samsung mobiles like that. Okay. So this is the major requirement. How we are planning the flow? Prerequisite, we need a object called vendor registration. First we will create this. Then fields called vendor name and monthly turnover. Two fields we will create. And what is the requirement? Enter vendor details on the screen. Vendor name and monthly turnover amount. If monthly turnover is greater than 50,000 USD, then register the vendor successfully. add the successfully registered vendor to database. That means if the vendor turnover, if you are entering as greater than 50,000, then we are showing a successful message and adding it to our database. If monthly turnover is less than 50,000, then we are not allowing the vendor to register with Samsung mobiles. Then we will display them the proper reasoning message, and then automation will be closed. You got the requirements?
Yes.
Got it.
Okay, let's start the process. Before that, we will create this object. Okay. You guys remember how to create object?
Yes.
Anyone tell me, please? I forgot how to create.
We need to click on the down arrow mark. We need to create a new object.
Okay.
New vendor registration.
Okay, you want to enter the name as vendor registration. Now tell me what all things I have to select.
On a standard Salesforce outcome, training window, next vendor registration name text, and allow reports, allow activities,
So what is this one record name?
vendor registration.
Can I rename this?
Okay.
You want two fields, right? Vendor
Okay.
name and vendor turnover amount. This is the standard field we are getting. I'm trying to rename. Can we do this?
No, here I guess we can't. After this we can do, right? One more. One
Why
more
not?
by
Let's try this now. Let's try this. Okay. Now what else?
allow search. Can we click search status?
Okay. We want any tab for this?
Yes.
Do you want a tab or not?
Yeah, we want a tab. Okay.
Save. Okay. I don't give anything. No. Click on next. Now what I have to select? Default on or default off? Which one?
What default on?
Okay. Shall I select the checkbox or not?
Yeah,
What is checkbox for?
to provide the specific users specific profiles for the visibility.
Okay, good. So we have created fields and also the standard name also it turned automatically. There only we can update, not a problem. We don't have to go back to that order to that fields and release object fields and then rename it again. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Now what is the other field we want? We want another field, right?
Uh,
What type of field? Amount, right? It is currency.
mm.
I selected currency. What is the field name? Monthly turnover amount. What is this length? Tell me.
Number of digits accepted over that field.
Length will be like 10.
Total is
See, by
No,
default,
we can
it is
mention
taking 18, but
18.
I reduced to 10. That's fine. Okay.
Okay.
Click on next. This is all okay. Okay. Save. Now we have created, we are done with our prerequisite. We have created this part is done. Now let's start the flow, how it goes. Let's try. Okay, now to create any flow, what we have to select?
So we need to select
Flow under
our workflows. We need to go.
Workflows, flows.
flow- flows under process automation.
Okay, now I am going to new flow. Now for timing, now we want to experience a real-time screen level flow. Okay, let's select this flow only. Let's click on create button. See, now if you observe, you are getting some flow, right? And you got some plus action. So this is a auto layout automatically. If you enter, if you click on the plus button, right? You have got some box, and it contains different options. What are the different section we have? Interaction section, logic section, and data section.
Data.
So what all are there in interaction? Okay, in interaction I'm seeing screen, action, subflow. In logic I'm seeing assignment, decision, loop, collection, sort. Data is seeing create record, update record, get record, delete record. So what do you guys understood from this? Three different options.
So, like in the process builder, we won't get these sort of things like interacting. It's more of a lively presentation.
Yeah, see, basically, no, I didn't ask that. What I was expecting, right? Interaction element, we basically enable the users to enter the data or to enter some actions that are required to do, or we keep some conditions here. Okay, this is not about, this is just about user interaction. Okay, we will just ask the user to enter the information required to complete our flow. Okay, this is useful. Interaction section is useful for that. So what is the logic? Whatever the decision, whatever the things that we want to do, the main part, the action nodes we are calling in process builder, right? Logic that we enter over there. If something is this, do this. If something is this, do that, right? This kind of actions or logic thing we will do it. Then what is data? So here we are telling the flow using this. You create a record using the above two actions. You create a record, you update a record, you delete a record, whatever you want to have, you do it. But to perform this logic, we need interaction. To perform data action, we need logic and interaction both. Okay, just keep it in mind. Okay.
Okay.
Now it is showing an auto layout. Now I don't want to get into auto layout because it will be adding step by step like this. Now our flow will not be correct with that. But I want to select free form. Free form is I can choose my own flow. How it want to run, I can decide. Auto layout means system will decide how it needs to be run, how it needs to be linked. Okay, all the actions and interactions. Okay, so I don't want to do that. I want to go for free form. Select free form here. Okay. Now if you look at that, when I select free form, all the elements are coming here. Okay, got it?
Okay.
Same action that we have seen in here in the box, we are seeing here,
It's
right?
running in the side. Okay.
Yeah. There is one interview question for you. Okay.
Mhm.
What are the elements in flows as part of toolbox? We have interaction elements, logic elements,
Data,
and data elements, right?
Hmm.
If someone asks you, you can strongly, confidently answer this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, boss. Now I selected freeform. Now what should I do? Now what I want my user to do now as part of my requirement. See, user here is nothing but what is saying, enter vendor details on the screen. Who will enter?
Customer.
Samsung employees across different
Okay.
locations will enter this. They
Oh.
will get that information, different vendor information, and then they were capturing in the Salesforce. So they don't know what all running in the backend and what action it's going to take and all that things. Okay. So we will run automation, but we just want the user to enter some information. So where he can enter. What
The
action should
interaction.
okay, in the first interaction, what action shall I select? Select
Screen.
screen. I need to click and pull it here. Screen. Okay. Now, okay, I pulled it. What is the screen? We have to give the screen name. Okay.
Okay. Vendor information.
Yeah. What kind of name we will give?
Vendor information.
Vendor information. You want to give?
Your screen got froze, Naveen. Now we can see.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
Just
vendor information, right? Capturing the vendor information.
no. Now this is just a welcome screen.
Okay.
We'll do like this.
Mhm.
Welcome to welcome screen or welcome to Samsung mobiles like this will give. Okay. Whatever you want to give, let's give it. Automatically some API name it took. And what are the different options? We can configure header. If you want to keep any help text, you can select this checkbox. So by the way, what is a help text? You guys know?
It's some
We
kind of
have
a
applied
tool.
help text while creating some fields. Did we do that?
It no in under welcome screen it will not be there, right?
No, it can be there.
Okay.
But what is a help text in general?
It is just a guiding for the users. Suppose
Control.
This is
guideline.
the welcome screen. Just an information to user what does field looks. Okay. This is the welcome screen, and we can do any editing. We can change the fonts. We can color it. We can do whatever. We can underline, bold, whatever you want. We can do. Okay. We have some options. Okay. Here. Click on done. So is this enough now? Welcome to screen. What is that?
Next capture the
Need to details. Need to capture.
Double click on it. We want to display some information on it, right? Just screen name is fine, but what kind of screen, what it is showing, user will not show. The user will not see what the screen is. No information will be seen. So to do that, we need to enter some information. So we have two types of options here. Whether you want to, this is nothing but it is just a field creation here. If you look at this, components are there, right? These are nothing but These kind of fields we can create under this page, this screen. Okay, now we don't want to create any field but just want to display the text, so that's why I'm pulling that display text here. Okay, so what kind of display? Just I'll enter it. Welcome to Samsung the registration portal. Oh my god, it's taking big name, and it what it is showing, this value can only be underscore and alphanumeric character. This is an API name, so we cannot give the gaps.
Complete detail.
Um,
Welcome to Samsung.
registration, whatever. Now it is accepted. Okay. If you want to write anything also, you can do. Welcome to Samsung registration wizard, or like the Samsung vendor registration wizard. Please click on next button to proceed further. Like that we can inform. Just display. When the user enters that screen, the user comes to that page, we are telling the user that, boss, welcome to our vendor registration wizard. Please click on next button to proceed further. Okay, you want to color it, you can color it whatever color you want. Click on color. Okay, you want to zoom, make it large, then click on OK. So now this is fine. Now, okay, I have told you welcome screen. I asked user to click next. Now what happens in the next page? You have to enter that also, right? In this screen, what we have asked the user, we just displayed some message to the user and asking him to click on next button. Okay, if you click on next button, what are the things he wants to do in the next page? Guys, when you understand the requirement, you will figure that process in the mind and it will come to your mind. I think you didn't understood the requirement.
No, it is like we need to mention that condition if greater than or equal to 50,000 US dollars.
Why directly before entering the information, why are you going for action? We should ask the user to enter the user details, right?
Correct.
Then what do we need for that?
For that we need fields data.
Where we can enter the fields? On the screen or some on in the logic?
On the screen only we can enter.
Let's pull another screen interaction wizard
Can't
here.
we? Sorry, Navin. Can't we add the fields under the same screen? Under the same welcome screen?
Yes, we cannot add because we are creating this screen for one session, one page, and we are going for another page. There we are entering the information. Within the same page, if you want to do that, then it will be clumsy.
Okay.
You can directly show the information, field information. Why do you want to ask the user to go to the next page, right?
Okay.
Just for user experience, we are doing. Okay, now I'm clicking the interaction. Now tell me what page is this? What we are doing?
Capturing the user information, vendor information.
Data cell.
Okay, here also same thing. If you want to do it. Otherwise, leave it. Click on done. Now you said we want to enter the information here. Now double click on it. Now what do you want to select here? On which field he can enter?
Name of the
You
field.
can enter name or text, whatever, right?
Hmm.
If that vendor name is large,
Text.
text will be enough. Now we can take this text like this. So
Okay.
what is the name we can give here?
Vendor name. Vendor name.
And
Vendor required? You want user to
Yes.
mandatorily enter this? Okay,
Yeah.
select the checkbox. Set component visibility, data valid, these all things. This is all related to the access level. Well, when you create any field, right, object, field, we will
Yeah.
select those options, right, for which profile you want to display, what is default, visible, and all things, right? These things are there. You can select as required. Now click on done. But what do we have? We have another field also, no? What is that field name? Monthly
Total.
turnover amount. Monthly turnover. Okay, I want double click on this. What type of field it was? Currency field, right?
Current. Yeah.
I'm just pulling it here. Now what is that? Monthly
Turnover.
amount, like this I'm giving. Is this also required?
Mm.
Yes, because on this only we are doing automation, right?
Correct.
Just click
And
on done.
Navin, you also mentioned dollars. Can we change that field data? I mean, the currency values.
By default it is dollar only.
No, my question
Yesterday
was,
on that
can we
day I
change?
told you, right, how to change the information. This information is
I'll create.
dollar or euros or INR. This is purely displayed based on the user profile,
Okay.
By
User
creating the user, we
organization.
can change.
user organization.
Okay, okay. Got it.
But by default it is USD.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
click on done. Okay, I entered login initial screen. I entered this screen also. Now what do you want to do?
Now I need to perform action by using logic.
Okay, what type of things we are going to take here? Are we assigning something or taking some
Decision.
decision loop?
Decision.
Decision, condition.
Decision is nothing but to check the
Condition.
condition,
Yeah.
whether our this is a decision point where we will be checking our condition whether it is meeting our criteria or not. Okay, now I click on here. Okay, it is saying something information we want to enter, and it is asking what outcome details it seems. Okay, but before that, I told you some important point while learning about these elements. What is that?
To to perform logic, the data interaction should be completed.
Interaction should be completed. Okay, interaction should be completed in the sense start.
Data
We
should be
have to
entered.
connect this.
Capturing
We
the
have to connect this different
Two
correct.
screens.
actions, different screens, right? Step by step.
Yes.
You have to arrange in
Yeah.
a step. For that, how we can do it? I'll play the start screen here. I'll I'll do this. Now, if you want to connect this one to this one, here you can see the circle, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Just click on it and drag it to here. It will be linked now. This is starting flow is linked to this screen. Now how to link this one? From here
Click
this
on the
dot to
circle
this dot,
from and
this
to.
dot. Now these both are linked. Okay, so in decision, if you want to get the information from this above screens, we have this should be linked, and at the same time the decision, the screen should be linked to the decision. Okay, now how we will do it? We first will create the decision. Okay, then we will see. Okay, now I'll pull the decision here. Okay, so what kind of condition we are checking here?
greater than 5,000.
50K check, like this can you give? Okay. Now I'm giving the decision name, just 50K check, and what is the outcome details. With are we first we'll look for the success outcome. Okay, success outcome. How this can be become success. Okay. Now this is again same all condition made, any condition made, custom logic. Same as process builder we have, right?
Yes.
You remember? Below we are adding the conditions. Okay, what kind of condition one? I just clicked on resource button. Okay, now I have different things. Screen components, screens, global variables, all these things. Now what shall I select here?
Monthly turnover amount.
Is it screens or screen component? Screen component. Global variables, what are this? See, this is again different types of action that are available in the flows. We can keep the condition on the profile, we can keep the condition on a specific user or user role, these kind of things also we can do. If we want to keep the condition on the previous flow or existing flow, we can do that. API is again the different thing. So now we don't want to get into that. Just we'll select the monthly turnover amount from the screen component. Okay. What is the condition? Greater than or equal to 50K, right? 1000. Now
Yeah.
click on done. Now what shall we do?
Connecting the vendor screen to decision.
We have done another condition also, no? Failure condition. How to add another condition in the decision? Oh God.
Add condition.
Where
Hello.
is that add condition?
Below that monthly turnover resource. I mean monthly turnover amount.
Not. We have to add another thing like this by clicking on the new outcome detail. That this is for success here. We have to give for failure also, no? What will be the case in failure?
Okay.
This is somewhat different compared to other process builder. Okay, you will understand all these things when you look at the real time how it is running. Okay. Now again I'm
Okay.
checking keeping the condition on the monthly turnover amount. If it is less than 50,000, I have to do some action. But what type of action we are doing, we don't know. Okay, before that, how we can link this?
Connecting from screen to decision by using dot. Yeah.
Okay, now we have kept two conditions. If the user is meeting this criteria, then only we are asking user to create a record into our database, right?
Yes.
If the user is not meeting that,
Then registration failed.
uh, registration failed. So what shall we select? One second.
First greater than or equal to condition, right?
Yeah. Now first we will create a record for the successful criteria.
Registration. Okay.
I'm just minimizing to from where we can select the decision. Our decision is met. What shall we do now? We want to get into the next element. What shall we
Create record.
do? Yes,
Create.
we want to create the
Record.
vendor record. Okay, what is that vendor name?
Registration successful. Vendor registration successful.
Like that. Some will give registration successful. Okay, now here it is asking me. Okay, boss, that's fine. How many records you want to create? You want one record or multiple records? As soon as user enter the data and meeting the criteria, how many records you want to create? Only one record, right?
Yes.
That is fine. What is this? How to set the record fields? Use all values from a record. Use separate resource and lateral values. What is this? This is some tricky interview question that we may not get because we are testers. But just for your information, first option is will use the existing records in the database. Okay, that means customer has already stored that record in database and we are using it to perform action. Okay. Second one is nothing but live data. We have discussed live data, how that goes, right? Customer or user is entering the data in the live mode. Okay, like this we will. This is the difference. You understood, no? First one and second one. Uh, so what shall I select here? Second option, no? We are entering lively, right?
Use separate resource. Yeah.
If you select the first one, it is asking to select a record. We don't have any record. You understood here? But if you select this one, it is asking object. What type of object you want to? What type of record object you want to create? What is that? What is the name of our object? Vendor registration, right? Now click on. No, not click on. Now we have to set the fields. What is this field? We have to select the name. So this is the target. Left side it is there, no? This is the target field. And from where we are getting this, if you look at the arrow, it is showing to the left side. This is the source field. This is the target field. From here to here, we are moving the data lively, right? From the field, so we have selected vendor name. From vendor name, it is going to the name field in the object, like that. If you understood the data loader concept, we will be mapping with the names, right? And it is going and storing in that specific field name in the field, right? Same way, there Excel is our source. Here we have already created the vendor name in our second screen. Do you remember? Inputting screen. And I also have another field. What is that field name? Monthly turnover amount. From which field it is coming? Monthly turnover amount. Now click on done. Okay. Now create is fine. What about failure? Guys, it's already beyond 1 hour. Since we are having some technical issues, I am extending this. We'll close this in next 5-10 minutes. Okay. We are almost at the end of the topic. Okay. Just be quick. Okay. I want to hear from you. I don't want to just tell like that. If you understood, you will answer. Now, what shall we do? What is our requirement? If monthly turnover is less than 50, vendor registration fail. After this, we don't add fields into fail record into database. Show a message on the screen. So we are not creating any record. What do you want to show? We want to show some display message only, right?
Green.
What shall we
Yes.
select? Let's select a screen.
Green.
What is this screen?
Registration failed. Vendor registration failed.
Failure message.
Failure, 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 failure we'll add the
Text.
display text here. This failure message. We have to give it in what we have to give it here. We have to give underscore. We are entering the API name. Okay. Now what shall we enter? What type of message we will enter? Tell me.
Some
Vendor
apologies
registration.
condition.
Like this. Apologies. Right?
Even
We cannot
registration style.
accept. We cannot work with you as vendor due to low turnover amount. Like this. Can we give?
Yes.
Thanks for reaching us. Can we do like this?
Yes.
You can do some this thing if you want. Just click on done. Now we have to what we have to do now?
Connect.
Okay. Which one should I connect here? Okay, I'm just selecting here and doing this. What outcome shall I select? Success outcome, failure
Success.
outcome, or data? Okay,
Success.
Very good. Okay, now click on here and select this one. What shall I select?
Fail.
Same.
Okay,
That
are
is
we
coming
done?
automatically.
Yeah, the first available one it is showing. Only three will be there: success, failure, and default. Okay. Now, are we done with the flow?
Not
What else is pending?
last final display of message
Successfully registered.
database.
Registration. Now we have to select one more screen. Is Suhas there? I'm not hearing Suhas today.
No, I just muted. Some background noise was coming.
He is there.
He's over the call.
The success.
Success.
Whatever. Okay. Let's click on this one and then open again. What we want to do? You want to display a text like this. What is it? Vendor success. Like this. Can we do? What shall we see display here? Congratulations.
Registration successful.
Been successfully registered as a vendor. Okay. Will further details will be shared with you. Thanks. Okay, like this can we give? Just like giving some information. Now where shall we connect to this one or this one?
Create records.
For the successful one. Condition, yes.
Okay, now I think it looks like a completed flow. How it is looking, guys? Tell me. Step by step process.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now what shall we do? We have to immediately click on save button. What name we shall give? Vendor registration flow. Okay, click on save. As soon as it is saved, there is one more action we have to do. What is that?
Activate.
Yes, without activating it will not work. Now this is activated. Now how we want to test it? Let's test. There are different ways to test, right? We have seen how this flow we want to invoke using another flow or while using any API or some different options are there. But we have not selected anything. Just We will look into the basic thing, how it we can run, how we can test it when we develop this kind of flow. Okay, just click on the run button. Okay. Welcome to Samsung vendor registration wizard. Please click on next button. What is this?
Help.
Click
Help.
on
Help
next.
text.
Click on next. Now, what is the vendor name?
Name
Say
Pradeep.
no,
Pradeep Communication.
some with communications. What are you manufacturing, Pradeep? Monthly turnover is, let's give like 55,000 something.
Success.
Click on next. See,
Yes.
are you getting what we have done?
Yes.
Can't finish. Now just close this. Then and then open it. We'll see the failure one. I click on next button. You click on okay. Monthly turnover is 45,000. Click on next button. What is that?
Failure message.
Failure message.
Now you guys got it. How it is working?
Yes.
Our
Yeah.
workflow is complete now. Okay. This is how we have to run it. Okay.
Naveen,
Okay.
Yeah.
Naveen, the
Yes, tell me.
success data where it will be saved? Will it be saved or not? Success data.
Yes, it will be saved. Good question. We are going to. See, Pradeep communication.
Yeah.
That is the thing, right? That is the beauty. You don't have to look back. Just success or failure you can see over there only. Okay. On the screen we have created some virtual or temporary fields from where
Uh,
when user enters the temporary information, if you meet the criteria, then it is getting the restoring it permanently into the object fields. Otherwise, it is not storing. Right? That is a dynamic way of doing the things. That is possible with the flows. Okay,
Okay.
got it?
Yes.
Okay, guys, it's very late. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll connect and start a fresh topic. And I want you guys not to focus on the flows currently because this is not so important for us because most of the things are being used by developers only.
Okay.
Okay, as a tester, whatever we just I told you whatever is required. Now you understand what is an element, what are the things
uh,
we can do in that, right? That
Yes.
knowledge is more than enough, and also the difference between the process builder and this. Okay,
Okay, Naveen.
now
Sure.
tomorrow on we'll start a fresh session for the security management. I thought of starting that today only, but I thought it is. I just want to give you this information so that you can relate to process builder, right?
mm,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, guys, then see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Okay.
See you. See you. Good night.
thank you.
Good night.
Thanks, Naveen. Bye bye.